Hello and welcome to the latest video from Familiar Evils. This is your host Riker. I'm taking a break from D&D per se, not necessarily. This is a new series that I'm doing as I try to turn down the volume here. So there's going to be a little break in the video. Alright, I'm back. So there's a new series I'm starting to do, and after all the OGL craziness, I need a little break. And this series, I'm basically going to play some of my favorite RPGs, or RPGs I haven't played that I think are interesting. And we're going to try and talk about some of the, how would I put it, mechanics, storylines, characters, creatures, whatever it is in the game. And how you can use them for your game, or what they might be fun for. Now it's with the whole OGL thing, it's like you really even waste your time translating it to 5th edition. But we'll see what happens with that. Enough to talk. We're gonna start a new game here. I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna call it here. We'll name it Open D&D. Just kidding. Let's give it my name. Why not? I was thinking after this, I'll probably end up doing Witcher Wild Hunt. I just got the newer version with all the updates. It looks really nice. I wish I had a better computer so I could play it at like all its max graphics and stuff. That'd be awesome, but I don't have a ton of money. So if you want to support me and help me get a ton of money so I can get a nice computer to do all that stuff, you can always go to my Patreon link down below. Now that I'm done grifting, let's go ahead and get started with the wonderful intro that I may or may not skip for you guys. I mean, I can't skip it myself, but I'll edit it out most likely. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Let's bring this closer. Maybe I won't edit it out. Long ago there existed a kingdom where golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land a light. This boy who traveled through time to save the land was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend. And now, here we go. This happens to be my favorite Zelda game of all time. I just think it's lots of fun. I know a lot of people were, you know, their biggest game was Ocarina of Time or, Twilight Princess. I know there's a lot of fans these days of, oh wow, I can't even think of the name of it. Breath of the Wild. But I can always come back to this game and enjoy it. I've beaten it probably a dozen times. This is my favorite outfit. If you beat the game on the regular version, I'm sure there's a way to do it with ISOs and stuff to have this. I mean, you could literally just mod it if you felt like it, but I always did the playthrough with the lobster shirt. Do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep. Yeah, yes, yeah. It's your birthday, big brother. I think it would make for a pretty good incentive or a backstory for somebody to like be going after their kidnapped sibling. That'd be interesting. I'd like to make a character like that one day. Or somebody in my games make one. And then they have to go get them back. You know, it's a very easily understandable bond. And it gives the DM plenty of time to work with stuff and connect crap and go with whatever twist they feel like. I never liked this kid. Sorry to say. His big old boogery nose always kind of put me off. And then he like chases you down. I think that's him, right? No, one of the kids is. Maybe it's not him. I always like to start off collecting rupees or stealing them. Press L right there and use A to talk to me. Yes, that's correct. You're a smart one. You sir have like a Jimmy Neutron brain. That brain is huge. It is comically big. Yes, L targeting is very important indeed. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb that ladder over there and drop by my room. I don't know if that's going to be necessary to be... Ah, yes, that kid. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh. There we go. Learning to crouch. Those of you who played this game may know this. There's probably plenty of you who don't. In this little area. You get to go steal Grandma's life savings. She's saving this for a rainy day, and unfortunately she's just going to come down here after I leave. She's like, well, finally got rid of the kids. Let's go get that nice drink that I've always wanted. All these things. She'll be all so happy to get all these things, and then she'll come down and find out that it's all gone. Alright, I think that's enough stolen. You know, I could go and I'll probably get one of the pigs later. I like leaving one pig because if you leave just one pig, he gets super fat, and I love it. It might be, oh, there she is. That could be an interesting thing to put into a game is, people often forget that, like, the minutia of, like, minor things within the game, the minor moments of, like, role-playing are pretty important in a game. And so, like, even just interaction with somebody's pet, and then one day you come back and you see the pet is big and fat, like, just the change of character. You know, I think one of the perfect simple examples is Victor from Critical Role's Campaign 1, where, you know, next time you see him, he's missing, you know, several fingers, then a time after that he's missing all his fingers. You know, it's just, you know, little character developments like that are always interesting. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. You know, what if your character came from a society like this and they got all their gear, like their gear was a hand-me-down? You got your leather and your weapon is a hand-me-down from, like, the local ex-adventurer, and you got, like, some special clothes. You know, it was like part of your society that you went out and adventured. That would be that'd also be pretty interesting. You know, there's so much you can pull from video games that have nothing to do with systems, or you can just character inspiration, story inspiration. Just look at everything. That's what I love. That's what I love about anything. Every time I look at anything in life, whether it's, you know, I work for, you know, special needs. I work in that as a day job. I'm a behavior technician, and, you know, sometimes you're teaching academics, and you can find a lot of inspiration in academics as well. It's really, there's nowhere you can't find inspiration for D&D. Oh, she's gonna make my favorite soup tonight. It is my favorite soup, honestly. Like, it's the grandma's soup is the best consumable in the entire game. There's another thing. A consumable, which is grandma's soup, ends up being, like, the best thing you can get in the entire world. That would be silly, but it'd be fun. But I've also thought about, like, food buffs in D&D. It's not something you really see, but you know, it's something that you kind of get, like, out of MMORPGs like World of Warcraft. But, you know, I've thought about a lot of, like, old school World of Warcraft systems, and, you know, I think this is mainly like a D&D thing, but I oftentimes don't feel like they have enough progression systems. Like, leveling and, like, gear being the only two real progression systems that you get out of an average game of D&D is a bit of a disappointment. And I like to change that, and so I've definitely pulled some of their other progression systems out of their games, and they have some in the DMG, but you know, I like having plenty of progression systems for characters to have, because I don't like leveling characters too quickly, because the power scaling for leveling as a character can get pretty strong pretty quick. And keeping characters, you know, it sounds mean as a DM, but, you know, keeping characters at a lower level for longer makes the game last better and have more stuff. But you obviously, like, you can't pull away some meaningful progression from your players, and so she's gonna give me a gift. Oh, what is it gonna be? It's as if I don't already know. But yeah, your player characters have to have plenty of progression. You have to give them something to really sink their teeth into. And I think giving lots of opportunity for small, seemingly small progression, lots of different things that, when I say small progression, things that, like, push the characters into investing time in the world is one of the big goals of mine. You know, it's really, how do you get your players invested in Let's do this real quick. Yep, there's the Rito dude. Invested in making RP decisions. I gotta pull down to pull up. There we go. I totally see this enemy as a rogue. I've wanted to run a sea-based campaign with like lots of islands. And my inspiration has always been this game. I have like an island chain for my homebrew world that I'm looking to eventually put in. And my next campaign is going to be very open world, and so I've had some ideas to like implement some of the newer and older D&D books, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I really don't. I think it's very up in the air for me as to what I want to do with my next campaign. If I keep it almost purely open, there's a part of me that very strongly wants to do that. Too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. I think this is a fun little video series I'm going to do more often. I'd like to do it earlier in the day. Probably next weekend if I have the time. I spent a lot of time rewriting a book. My dad wrote a book, and he's wanting me to help him edit and rewrite it because he's not really a reader, neither is he a writer, and so he has like the basis of a plot. And so I spent a lot of my day doing that today. Obviously, I released my response to the OGL. Some of you may recognize that I had made a reference to Beetle's shop in my latest Dragon's Storm Wreck Isle. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beetle's shop ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Yeah, I want the pig bag. Give me the damn pig bag. Or the bait bag. That's the main reason I'm in here. I gotta spend my scratch.
Thank you!
Thank you! Alright, I'm gonna quickly fast forward through my bait buying. This is gonna take a hot minute, but I always buy lots of bait for later. Alright. Back to the game. So yeah, I definitely I love this little ship, and I like the idea of wandering tradesmen. Like I kind of said in my notes for that episode before it. Giving your players opportunities to buy stuff is not at all underrated. You really should find ways to give your players plenty of things to buy, as well as really take the time, and this is something I don't really do, that I want to, but making sure that they use plenty of this stuff is too. Haha, I got the piggy. We're gonna have one fat pig. And then it makes a little oink sound. Oink, 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 oink. Why did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home, you sweetie. Oh, Riker, hold out your hand. This is a reward. Don't spend it all in one place. There we go. Re-upped some of my scratch. I do want to bring on some guests into this. I want to figure out how to get the Tingle Tuner working on NetPlay, because I have a friend who would love to do that with me. And so I'm going to eventually hopefully get that working, but I think you actually have to earn the Tingle Tuner first anyways. Like, I think I have to go find Tingle, if I remember correctly, before I can even use it. So I kind of decided to get started a little early.
Oh, what is the matter, Riker? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, look. From the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Riker? Ah, have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Yes, sir, I have. I'm here to whoop your old butt. I think like the most hits I've ever got on this guy was like 1,000 before I kind of got tired of it. Oh yeah. Only press B. Oh. Okay. The vertical slice. There we go. Now I can hold out. Oops. Parry! Parry! Thrust! I am old man. Alright, let's back up, old man. And it's not really a parry, it's more of a dodge. I don't know why they call it a parry. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded in the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Riker. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. Thank you, old man. Since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Riker. It's a shame, old man, that eventually I will give up this sword. Alright, let's go save this girl. Let's go be a hero. So, like, I could keep collecting those pigs, and I guess, like, eventually I could throw them out, but I don't feel like collecting them. It's not that big of a deal. Rupees in this game are pretty plentiful. It's kind of hard not to have so many rupees that you don't know what to do with them eventually. Although, part of me is like, well, you need to collect them for the Tingle maps to go get your Triumph Forks. What the hell? Why didn't I jump? What? What's going on? Alright, we're gonna fast forward on the way back up. There we go.
Alright. I'm gonna ignore is those things that none of that ever happened. What a strange and mysterious area. I feel like Link would do very well to start a lawn mowing business. You know, and he just gets to keep all the rupees. I also wonder why they call them rupees. Like, what made Nintendo decide that as the name for their money? I mean, I guess it's as good as any, right? But I'm just like, that's the name for Indian money. It's rupees. Alright, let's go. It's kind of best not to prone them too quickly. Because then you have to kind of like wait for them to get up. So if you space out your attacks a little bit, you won't end up proning them. You know, like random treasure might also be an interesting thing you could put in your game. Like when you're doing random encounters during travel, is bringing money into the mix. Like you find a, you know, that's probably on somebody's table, and people obviously done it. Oh. Yeah, people have obviously done stuff like that, but it's definitely good advice to sparse some of that stuff in there. You know, just give a little reward for no other reason, just to give it. Maybe have some like destructible stuff. You're like, oh, you know, this seems like something that could be destroyed and looks interesting. Like that giant boulder. Why is that giant boulder there? Wow, what's with that getup? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right. That giant bird came into... Miss Tetra! This guy's... oh, thank goodness you're safe. When I saw you get dropped on that summit, I dare not speak any longer. No, I thought for sure you'd... Summit. So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain. Well, wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't you just stand there. Let's go. Time to repay our debt to that bird in full. But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him. Come on. Yeah, don't worry about me. I only just came and saved your life. He's got such a nice sister. It's a good thing nothing bad happens to her. Commentator's curse. Just a second. This is gonna edit for just a moment. Alright. We're back.
What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates, you know, pirates, the terror of the seas. What do you get out of bringing some... What do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? Lady, you're like the same age. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Rito, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're just... Who are you? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Actually, oh, that'd be so cool. Aarakocra mailman. That would actually be awesome. You just randomly get mail from an Aarakocra mailman. That would, I would love to do that. You know, so this is why I should do this more often when I play video games, is I get ideas, and now I can come back and just reference this video and pull things. So I'll definitely have to pick these moments so I can remember in the future what I want. I'm going to create an entire Aarakocra mail system in my homebrew world. The Forsaken Fortress. So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Riker a little help now, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be. Giving Riker a little help on Patreon, or however else you wish to support me, like, subscribe, comment, hit the little bell notification so that you can stay up to date with all my new videos. I don't need you to tell me that. Of course you don't. Everybody knows you should subscribe and support me. Oh, can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. Of course not. Now I need to go get a shield for my grandma and make her super depressed. Oh, this is like my favorite pirate right here. Hey, Shrimplet, are you gonna be the new pirate swabby? Because any new swabby reports to me. Yes, this means I don't have to wash the other pirates' dirty underpants anymore. He's definitely my favorite pirate. He's such a doofus. What is it? Please tell me. Tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Errol? Is she still playing outside with the gulls? The shield is gone. Riker. Is this what you're looking for? This is actually legitimately sad. Take it with you. You got the hero's shield. I will also replace that later with the mirror shield. I'm sorry, grandmother.
Give me some of Grandma's soup now. Grandma, send me with that stuff. That thing's like crack. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, trying to hit me. Let's go. Alright, let's get going. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that thing? Are you gonna get splinters and cry? Well, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. Yes, I'm ready, lady. I do very much appreciate the music in this game. Some of the best music. Wonder how much longer I can keep going with this tonight. Part of me wants to publish this video tonight, so I don't know how long I'm going to keep this going. I think we'll stop at the beginning of the Forsaken Fortress, and we'll start our next video from there. And maybe if I can get a friend to join me, that would be fun. I just noticed that Tetra was stuck in the middle of the air. Is she still there? No, there's only a glitch there. Are you sure you should just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just gonna get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island? I do appreciate her attitude. She reminds me of one of my characters a little bit, Lynette Dotsk. She definitely has that Lynette energy, when she's getting sassy. Oh, yeah. I think actually this will be perfect because by the time I finish with dealing with this kid down here, getting some pirate treasure, it'll be time for me to head off for sleep tonight before work. Right now, first off, you have to take a little bit of a test. All new pirates have to take a test. It's a bit of a doozy, so get ready. You watch everything I'm about to show you real careful like, so you can cram it into your no doubt mushy swabby brain. Alright, thank you, sir. I'll follow you anywhere. First off, you gotta press this switch. This is the only easy part. Just walk up to it, tilt forward, and step on it. Presto, switch pressed. I think one of the big things that you can pull from like a Zelda game is like environmental movement. It's not really something that you think about often in D&D. And obviously, like once you get to a certain level, you can use fly and stuff. But how often, like you can also create situations where it's like, well, if you use fly, then you're wasting a spell slot. So you can push towards, say like the monk trying to make it across with like a rope or something to help the group get across. Oh. I'm just gonna reset it now. I forgot that they stay up. Make it easier, just do this. You don't even have to use these platforms, you can literally just fling from these. Oh.
it's getting too impatient. Yeah, make fun of me. Make fun of me, I don't care. I'm terrible at this game. It's been so long since I played it. It's always kind of best just to restart it. If you're playing this game for the first time and you fall, just reset the puzzle. Or the obstacle, it's not even a puzzle. Oh my god. I'm starting to think I'll just do it the regular way. It is about just as time consuming to do it the regular way. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, you want to like jump a little early, not at the apex of your swing, but kind of like near the center. And then kind of pull back. It will slow you if you pull back. What? You did it already? I'm so proud of you to have you as my underling. I wonder if it's okay if I just give it that to him. I don't see why not. I doubt I'll get busted. Alright, Sobby, I tell you what. You can have the treasure in that chest over there. It's your reward from the great and generous Nico. Hurry and take it before someone comes. NPC ideas come from everywhere. Like, it's just, there's so many great characters in video games, movies, and TV shows and books. Just steal from everywhere. That's my favorite thing about TTRPGs. Just steal from everything. We've reached the Forsaken Fortress. Oh, yippee. Oh. I should open the door. Hey, Riker. I'm up here. We need more catapults in D&D. More uses of catapults anyways. What were you doing with Nico? Don't tell me you were playing some stupid game for treasure, were you? Well, whatever. There's something you need to see. Have a look over there. It's the cursed isle known as the Forsaken Fortress. There are all sorts of strange rumors about this place. What I do know is that long ago it used to be the hideout of a no-good group of pirates we used to compete with. But they were all just small time. Now the place looks like it's pretty dangerous. Ah, I knew it. Look. Yes, the seagulls. Have I ever seen that many seagulls flock before? No, I don't know what it is about his sister. But, she has an unnatural predilection for seagulls. She's like the pigeon lady out of Home Alone 2. I don't like that look in your eye, young lady. What? Stuff someone in a barrel and... How does she do that? That's what my curiosity is. I do this all the time. Don't worry about it. It's a piece of cake. Is everybody ready? This is totally a D&D moment.
where your player's like, I can just like launch into the fortress while in a barrel, and then they get a nat 20, and as a DM, you're just like, oh my god, the continuity of my entire world. Like, what would this even be? I feel like this is at least like 20 d6 bludgeoning damage. You know, I like moments like this in games, and I feel like there should be opportunities to do these things with your players. But I feel like players get like upset when you temporarily take items away from them. Like they get angry at you as the DM. I don't know, like, but that's we're not going to end things on a negative note. So we're here at the Forsaken Fortress, and this is where we are going to end today's episode. It is like about 9:30 for me. I'm going to see if I can get this uploaded before I go to bed. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I look forward to doing more episodes of my playthrough of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker and talking about, you know, all sorts of TTRPG related stuff. Hopefully next time I upload, this will involve a guest. So until next time, peace.